What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out my video. If you like what you see and you want to come back for more, hit the like button and subscribe. What I'm going to be doing today is I had this idea of going to each one of my local breweries in the area and picking out the highest ABV beer at each one, and we are going to drink them tonight. I don't know why I decided to do this. I have not drinking heavily in almost 3 years, so my alcohol tolerance is probably that of a 9-year-old. But nevertheless, we're going to try to do this. So yeah, let's get started. Our first beer that we have comes from Watershed Brewing Company. It is called Southern Vibe. It is a double dry hopped hazy IPA. We're going to start with the lowest ABV first and work our way up to the highest. Yeah, this one is starting out at 7.9%. We're going to use our Gryffindor glass for this because golden color goes well with the glass, right? Can't wait to crack this guy open and give it a nice, good golden pour. Oh yeah, you can smell that. Definitely. Right off the bat. All right. A good 16-ounce pour. Ooh, yes. Ah, I like it. Well, I already smell regret setting in. Let's give it a shot. Not bad, not bad. Definitely hazy, as you can see. Not as bitter as I thought it might be, to be honest with you. It is surprisingly smooth. Let's take a look and see what the can says here. Oh, Southern Vibe, double dry hopped IPA. Oh, it already smells like a hangover. Not much information on here. I don't see the IBUs anywhere. Well, let's see what the website says. All right, Watershed Brewing Company. It is a double dry hopped hazy IPA, another New Zealand hop party, made with Nelson Sauvin, Nectarone, and loads of Riwaka hops. I'm probably not pronouncing any of these right. I probably won't be pronouncing anything right by the time this video comes to an end. Let's get back into it and finish this bad boy. Oh yes, a lot of deep regret setting in already. Why did I decide to do this? And why couldn't have I decided to do this back when I had the alcohol tolerance of well-disciplined monk? Oh yeah, that is good. It is quite smooth though. It is quite smooth. For a double dry hopped hazy IPA, it is. I expected it to be a lot more bitter than it is. Um, they did a really good job with this one. Oh, most definitely. All right, let's toss this one back and go on to the next one. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Tonight is going to be a bitch. Tomorrow is going to be even worse. Also, I want to mention I had not had the Southern Vibe by Watershed Brewing Company. That was a first for me. Um, was not a bad hazy IPA. If you like IPAs and you want something a little on the stronger side, um, A little less bitterness than usual, but yeah, that was wonderful. Cheers. So the next three that we have are all going to be 8% beers. Just so happens that seems to be the target high number for some of the breweries around here. Our next brewery that we're going to visit is Lake Drum Brewing. They're right in downtown Geneva, an awesome little brewery. One of the great things I love about that place is they have an old vinyl record player. You can pull a record off the shelf, ask them to play it for you, and they will. Huge selection to choose from, and pretty good selection of beers as well as hard ciders. We're going to bust out the old leaky cauldron glass for this one. If you're a Potterhead fan, which I am, if you know, you know. So this beer is a nitro beer. So instead of your standard CO2, it is nitrous. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a hard pour. Quite the bouquet for a dark beer. I wouldn't say that it smells too strong of coffee, but the nitro will probably smooth it out quite a bit. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. That is incredibly smooth for a dark beer. Most nitros are, though. Yeah, it's everything you would expect it to be in a dark beer. That nitrous, though, just kind of takes away that super coffee bitter type flavor that you normally get from these type of brews. But not bad at all. So let's take a look at what they say on their website about their beer. Find it here. I probably should have pulled this up first. All right. Lake Drum describes it: buckwheat stout at 8% alcohol, roasted buckwheat from brisket mills, and a heavy exhausting cereal mash form the backbone of this American stout. Cereal mash. This definitely would be a darker beer that you could have for breakfast if you wanted to. I'm not saying you should, but you definitely could if you wanted to. Oh, yeah. My liver's definitely going to hate me tomorrow. But you know what? It's been a while. Cheers to the leaky cauldron. And yes, I am drinking these rather quickly because I want to try and get this video done before the alcohol actually hits me and I can't speak. So next we have Big Alice Brewing Company. I've been there a few times, but I used to frequent it a lot more back when it was Gale Brewing Company, an Irish settlement of a brewery. They had an Ami Joy porter, which was absolutely amazing. It tasted like an Almond Joy candy bar. They have since gone out of business, unfortunately, and Big Alice Brewing took over and has been doing a lot of great things in terms of brewing some beers there. So what we have for them is called Ravenswood. This is also 8%. It is considered a strong ale. It says a bold Belgian strong ale spiced with cinnamon and nutmeg. For this one, I'm going to use my hogshead glass. Crack this bad boy open. Oh, she's foaming a little bit. Well, I fucked that up, didn't I? Let's let that one settle a little bit because I don't know how to pour. All right, now that that's settled and the rest of it is poured, let's give it a shot. I also have not had this one yet before. Kind of eager to try it, especially with the cinnamon and the nutmeg and being a strong Belgian ale. But let's knock it back and see what we get. Definitely smell the nutmeg. It smells very subtle, doesn't really punch you in the face on the nose. That is different. Definitely would have been a good beer for around Christmas time. I will say that. And yes, by the way, I do still have my Christmas tree up. You don't like it? Fuck off. You know, I gotta say, with all the beers that I've tried so far, this one is probably my favorite so far. It is also 8%. Let's see what it says on the website. So it didn't really say anything on the website. It is good for cold weather, I would say, especially since we're about to get a foot of the devil's dandruff dumped on us tomorrow. Yeah, I'm already I'm already starting to feel it a little bit. That means I have to drink it quicker, right? Oh man. Yeah. This is definitely going to be an issue for tomorrow. Oh, oh. My liver is probably saying, "What the fuck are you doing to me?" So yes, I have eaten a full meal before I started this. I was definitely not going to do this on an empty stomach, but a little palate cleanser and to put something in my stomach for when we get to those wine strength beers or near wine strength beers. I have a meat stick. Oh yeah, meat and beer, they just go together, right? Up next we have Weeby Brewing Company. Dan Lieberg, the owner. I'm really excited to try this beer. He always comes up with some out of the box crazy flavors. This one happens to be a cappuccino tiramisu Scotch ale. The last time I was up that way, they had a Tootsie Roll flavored beer that was a collaboration, and it legit tasted like a Tootsie Roll. Absolutely loved it. Wish they would collab again and bring that back. I don't remember who it was with, but yeah, absolutely wonderful beers that come out of Weeby Brewing. For this, I'm going to be using my Niagara Brewing Company glass. Got this in Niagara Falls, Canada. Love that brewery up there, right downtown on Clifton Hill. All right, let's go ahead and give this a nice little pour and see what she looks like in the glass. Well, I'm glad I didn't fuck this one up. And just so you know, I will not be drinking the entire 32-ounce growler here. This was the only option they had, as well as Lake Drum, for getting those beers. I uh, I want to live to see tomorrow. All right, so one that I've really been looking forward to, Weeby Brewing's Cappuccino Tiramisu. Okay, that is that smells amazing. I think I'm going to enjoy this one quite a bit. Oh, wow. Yeah. On the sweeter side, believe it or not, this is Dan, you've done it again. Wow. Oh, oh, incredibly smooth. Incredibly smooth for not being a nitrous. I mean, the one from Lake Drum was absolutely incredibly smooth because it was on the nitrous. This one is not. This is regular CO2. And wow, high chocolate notes, coffee notes, but it's got a creamy sweetness to it that's absolutely wonderful. Let's see if it says anything on the website. Mm. Oh, oh wow. Mm. I'm actually considering drinking the entire grumbler on this one. This is, yeah, this is the best one so far, for sure. Mm. Oh, yeah. That Ravenswood from Big Alice Brewing was absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong. This, though, however, I might be a little biased. The Italian in me might be coming out a little bit with the tiramisu, but this is good. If you're in Geneva and you want a good beer, go to We Be Brewing up on Preemption Road. Check this one out. It's sweet, but I wouldn't say it's sweet to the point where it would be like one of those dessert type beers, if you know what I mean. It's not overly sweet, is what I'm trying to say. But damn, this is very good. Very, very good. Oh, man. I'm going to save this. All right, it's time to hit the old meat stick up again. I definitely want to get a palate cleanser for this next one and as well put something in my stomach since we're going to start getting into those wine strength beers or near wine strength beers. Up next, we have Brewery Ardennes just outside of Geneva, still in Geneva along the lake. This is a limited release. This is the quadruple. I'm excited to try this one as I have not had it yet. This is served in a 1 pint, 0.09 ounces bottle. And as you can see, they've gotten all fancy with it. An absolutely amazing Belgian brewery. If you ever get a chance to visit there, I highly recommend it. They are also great with their food. Top notch. All right, let's go ahead and uncork this bad boy. Holy fuck. Oh, it's in there good. Ah, there's the pop we like. For this brew, we are going to use the Fall Street Brewing glass. If you're ever in the Seneca Falls area, head down to Fall Street Brewing. Awesome little brewery down there where they're actually serving pizzas now. Old school Italian style pizzas. It is absolutely awesome. All right, we're going to give this a nice little pour. Oh boy, this already looks dangerous. All right. Whew. Yeah. Yep. Mm-mm. Yeah, that already smells like something straight out of Satan's gonads in a good way. Whew. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow morning is not going to be a good morning. Oh, wow. Mm, 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 mm. Let's read the label and see what they have to say about this beer. It is aged in rum barrels, limited release, a quadruple, Grand Cru Belgian style ale. That is an ale. My goodness. All right. On the bottle, it says, inspired by traditional beers of Trappist monks, this robust ale pours a deep chestnut color with aromas of raisins and dates. The malty forward flavor has hints of toasted brown sugar from its time in rum barrels from Finger Lakes Distilling Company. It makes a great pairing with aged cheese, chocolate, and roasted meats. Brewery Ardennes thoughtfully crafts Belgian-inspired beers of character in Geneva, the heart of New York's scenic Finger Lakes. Our French bulldog mascots, Barley and Hops, remind us to savor all of life's moments. Very nice. Robust, caramelized, and smooth. 'Smooth. 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 ' Your boy's feeling it right now. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we're at this point now. Up next, we have Twisted Rail Brewing Company. Ugh. Up next, we have Twisted Rail Brewing Company. This bad boy I got in this little 12-ounce beer bottle. Nice little capped bottle there. I didn't really want to get a 32-ounce crowler of it. 10.1%. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open, shall we? All right, let's give this Volskol Russian Imperial Barrel Aged Stout a try. At 10.1%, we're approaching the wine strength beers of the category. Oh, oh yeah, barrel aged indeed. That'll definitely get you where you need to go. Mm. At this point, I feel like I am going to have a diabetic stroke since I am indeed a diabetic. This is definitely the kind of beer you want to drink during your bachelor party when you realize that you're going to get one vagina for the rest of your life. Oh, at this point, I think it's the alcohol talking. Bottoms up, eh? Whoa. So I didn't get to finish that last beer. It hit me all at once last night. Yeah, I definitely don't have the tolerance like I used to. That was something. But I am going to finish that last beer. Definitely want to at least try it. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Probably not. But hey, I tried. All right, everybody. As promised, we have the last beer. It is a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. The flavor is peanut butter cup. This is at 11.6%. So you kind of see why I did not want to even attempt to finish this last one the way I was feeling a few days ago. It was really, really caught up to me real quick. Like I said, my tolerance is definitely not the way it used to be. Yeah, let's get right in and just get this over with. Definitely smells like a peanut butter cup. Not gonna lie. A little bit like chocolate notes, but like on the darker side. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully it's good and sweet. Let's give it a shot, and not sure how this is gonna go. Definitely get the peanut butter. You definitely get the strong alcohol from it for sure. Not so much on the barrel age. The barrel age is very subtle, not compared to the Twisted Rail one. That was like in your face barrel aged. So was the quad from Brewery Ardennes. Really punchy in the face in the barrel aged flavor. Very subtle on this one though. I will say the one from Weeby Brewing was definitely sweeter. This is still incredibly smooth. Hmm. I'm getting a little more chocolate notes than I am the peanut butter. It's still there, just not as prominent as a normal peanut butter cup would be. I'm guessing the alcohol may have something to do with that in terms of it slightly overpowering any of the flavors, especially since it's 11.6%. Not bad though. I would definitely probably serve this in maybe a 10 ounce, maybe even an 8 ounce. With it being 11.6%, it's definitely going to get you toasty real soon. Oh yeah, I do like it. I just wish I had a little more peanut butter flavor. It feels like it's going away more so as I drink it. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. Still tastes like a very good brew. I don't know if this is something that I would drink on the regular, despite the fact that the alcohol content is so high. Just flavor wise, I feel like the peanut butter could have punched me a little more. So if you don't know about Warhorse Brewing Company, Warhorse Brewing Company is out at Three Brothers Winery and Estates. 4 tasting buildings on one property. They have a building for their dries, they have a building for their semis, and they have a building for their sweet wines, as well as the brewery. There's also a line of hard ciders that they offer out there. They have a wine slushy hut. You're freely able to walk around the property with your drinks, food on site. Locals call it the Disney World of alcohol. Okay, let's try to finish this. I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't have started with the strongest and worked my way backwards last time. Don't know if that would have made a difference. Probably not. Might have been worse, actually. Let's knock it back. Woo! All right, so in conclusion, I'm going to say that the best one that I had for me personally, flavor wise, was probably the one from Weeby Brewing. The flavor on that is just absolutely outstanding. Um, Nothing really bad with any of the others, honestly. All the beers that I had were very good. The hazy IPA from Watershed really surprised me with how smooth it was and it not being very bitter for a hazy IPA. that was on point. The one from Big Alice Brewing Company, the Ravenswood, was great too. The cinnamon and the nutmeg definitely would have been great for around Christmas time. Great flavor on that beer. Twisted Rail, that's the one that got me for sure. If you want a beer that's just going to punch you right in the face, that's the one. I I felt it, really felt it during the quad from Brewery Ardennes, which was also a great beer. In terms of a barrel aged with flavor and being so, how do I want to put it? I don't want to say smooth, because even though it was kind of smooth, the barrel aged really popped out in that one too. It definitely had more of a caramelized flavor to it, like the description said on the bottle. But the one from Twisted Rail, if you want a knockout punch, go with that one. That one will make you feel like you went 6 rounds with Mike Tyson. Uh, that one got me real good. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope that you made it to the end point of this video. My channel is not going to be about anything specific. It's going to be random. I could do just a regular vlog. I could do a food review. I could do something about tech. I don't have a specific niche that I'm going to be doing. It's not going to be that kind of channel. It's just going to be whatever I feel like doing, honestly. I don't know if you want to call it like a show about nothing or a channel about nothing. It's about whatever I want it to be, so to speak. All right, until the next time, everybody.